Hello everybody, my video today playing Amiga today. See on the screen, playing tremendous game is Oh No More Lemmings. This is of course the final episode of a 5 difficult series Longplay. This is of course 20 levels of Havoc. There's not many of them I've experienced in my life, but it's going to be a very tough task to try and get past these 20 levels. But anyway, we'll start off at number 81. Havoc, Oh No More Lemmings. Let's go. Okay, episode 5 has officially begun. Resume play at Havoc, level 81, Tubular Lemmings. Okay, resume play. Oh No More Lemmings, a special pack for the puzzle video game Lemmings by DMA Design, which features 100 single player levels and 6 music tracks. And this is of course the opening level of Havoc, level 81, Tubular Lemmings. Good stage. In fact, I had a brief go last night, got to level 85, and I thought this one was a bit straightforward. What was the catch? There was a catch. At the end of the level, there's actually a trap at the end. What we've seen before is basically a deadly spike that features in that tunnel area. So we've got to try and build and bash at the right point. So no surprise really, you've got to switch from skill to skill in good time. By using keyboard, it makes it so much easier. Right, increase the rates. 80 lemmings, 95% needed in 4 minutes. So I think we'd actually lose 2 on this one. But what's experimenting by putting a blocker on the left, on the right? We thought, no, let's put a blocker on the left and build on the right to close that gap. The game requires either install this on the previous level's game or in a standalone version, the game manual to use as a copy protector. New levels are separated into 5 different categories. Tame and Crazy World, we're going to have an consistent of 20 levels in each. And of course in the first game, they only featured 4 levels of difficulty, but each one had 30 levels of each. Right, so we've got to try and build a bridge on the right hand side, but first we'll try and make it secure, which at the moment in time it's not, by bashing through here. Of course you're not bashed through steel. Any lemmings hit their heads on ceilings or walls and stop and turn around and go back in the direction. So, I'm going to build to there, bash over there, bash there, and build over there. Now we haven't got any bombers, we've got to try and nuke that funnel blocker by using the nuke. But yeah, good stage. I'm hoping none of you get killed there. Yeah, it took me completely utterly off guard. So many times in the past that's happened. You think it's done, and all of a sudden a trap is thrown your way. There we go. Good opening stage. 5-second countdown. 1 was lost. There we go. Havoc has now officially begun. That was level 81. You needed 95%, you rescued 98. More than enough, you have the makings of a Master Lemmings player. There's your code. Okay, let's go, it says. Level 82 will be more than just a number. Right, I'm going to build from here to here. I'm going to assign a climbing skill, which is a permanent skill. That and the floating skill becomes an athlete. And I made an athlete to the remainder of the level, whether win, loses or draws. Right, I can build from right to left, then left to right, and the next climbing skill will not need an umbrella because it'll drop me better. A lot better. So we pan ahead, and basically we'll try and dig through the bridge to put in place. And I'm going to put a one and only blocker in place on a staircase. Right, increase the rate. 30 lemmings, 96% needed, release rate of 1 in 4 minutes. And whatever the release rate is at the start of the level, do not drop below the initial starting rate. So now we'll try and build from here. And up there. Basically finish the job. The gameplay is effectively identical to the original Lemmings game. However, while the first few levels are fun that rated in the original game which you all like, the tame levels No More Lemmings are just simple levels without the hint on how to complete them. All sorts of levels are considerably more difficult than those from the original game, become tougher at a much greater rate. Some players consider Oh No More Lemmings levels to be more entertaining, as they present a much greater challenge than those of the first game. Right, so, of course, when you're building and being a climber, make sure the build doesn't end right next to the wall. He walks in climbing and falls to his death. Right, we'll do one more, we'll set them on the way. So basically you can try and dig through the floor. But yes, I'm imagining in Havoc, the timing is going to be very difficult in later time. Not much more time to expect. But here, not too bad at all. And we haven't got any more bombers, so once again try and nuke the blocker on the left by using the nuking skill. Perfect? It is perfect. That's fantastic. There you go. Great stage once again. Plenty of time and plenty of skills. Right, pick it wisely. Don't nuke the remaining lemmings. All we want to try and do is nuke the one on the left. So 5-second countdown. we go. That's fantastic. Good stage. You rescued 96% of 96% needed. Made by the skin of your teeth. Time to progress. On we go to level 83. Okay, level 83 is the price you have to pay. On this one, they needed walking boots for sure. Some serious distance travel, not once but twice. Making sure one lemming goes to the left, all the rest are going to go to the right. So as I found out last night, make sure you increase the rate at the early stages of the level. Otherwise you'll be beating by the time limit. On this one, we've got 50 lemmings, 100% needed in 4 minutes. So basically we'll try and make sure the drop's not too big for the remaining pack, which will be away for quite some time. Plenty of time to do what you need to do. So you can dig through the ground, and in whatever direction they're walking originally when you sign the mining skill or the bashing skill, they'll continue bashing or mining in that direction. Which in this case is left. So we're going to mine, and then we're going to try and go through this big massive mountain. Oh No Lemmings, which you released for the Amiga in 1901, both as a dated disc or standalone game, added 5 varying difficulties: Tame, Crazy, Wild, Wig and Havoc, each system of 20 levels in each. The game also features enhanced graphics and altered sound effects. The expansion was also ported to Acorn Archimedes, Atari ST, MS-DOS, Macintosh and Sun Coupe. And levels are also made available for the Game Boy Color, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation and the Sega Mega Drive versions of Lemmings. And quite recently I did buy the Mega Drive version of Lemmings, which is good. It doesn't sound as good, it never will sound as good, but it's difficult with a control pad. Right, so now that bit is done, but yeah, they're still not done over here. So this one is bashing as no tomorrow, but we can end it now by using a build. But now it's literally the waiting game now. A lot of distance to travel still. Plenty of time to drink tea on this one. Still got 2 minutes. Right, just approaching the minute mark, but they will walk 500 miles. And they'll walk 500 more, just to be the ones that walked 1,000 miles to fall down at the door. There we go. Good stage though, but yeah, a little bit waiting around on this one. But for them, a lot of walking needed. 100% is needed, and we've done just that. So they go 100% needed, 100% rescued. Totally excellent. Okay, level 84, the race against cliches. Quite gobbledygook, make sure you increase the rate at the start. There's 20 lemmings, all 20 have to survive. We've got 20 climbers, but only 18 floating skills, and 2 of them drawn from straws. The 2 that aren't going to be floating are basically going to go up the top here. So we're going to use one of our 5 build abilities to turn him around. Give him an umbrella, he's going to need one. And then build over there. Now we've got to assign 17 of the 18 remaining to these, but leave one unchanged. One of them has got to be a regular walker. Now we give all these umbrellas. Right, one hasn't got one. Who's the culprit? Gotcha. Right, in the meantime, set him to climb. Right, now we'll leave a gap in between because, yes, there is some important bashing and digging involved. So, now we've got to turn him around by using another build ability. Right, that's fine. Right, so we've got to try and make sure the drop for these 2 up here isn't too big. So we'll try and dig through the ground and land on top of here. But while this is going on, don't lose track of what is going on over there. So have your basher on standby. But yeah, it can be a bit close for time on this one. So the 2 that won't be using umbrellas should be okay. Divine timing is good. Should be okay. How's he doing? That's fine. Right, now this one is going to do the last hurrah. Last little bit of building. Right, that's perfect. Build. Got 2 chances if it goes peak top. It shouldn't do. I was also trying yesterday by basically bashing through this entire platform underneath here. But no, it worked to a point, but time was running out. But yeah, a nice stage. But yeah, it confused me at first. It really did. But 40 seconds should be plenty. But all the skills we had at the start, only 1 remains. There you go. Good stage. 20 lemmings, 1% needed in 3 minutes. But yeah, all of these now, apart from the next one, which is the only one I reached last night. All the rest later on are basically going to be blind attempts. I've never seen them before. But this one took me some time. It took me some time last night. It took me quite some time today also. But we're good to go. 10 seconds remain. We need it. 100%. Totally excellent. We got all 10%. Okay, off we go again. At level 85, there's madness in the method, which features 20 lemmings in total. 100% is needed, and we've got 4 minutes to do it. So basically, you've got to try and bash in one direction and mine in another. So basically, the bash should delay the pack enough so don't fall to their death. And then use the building ability to stop him in his tracks. The miner, when selected, the lemming will pick downwards, creating a diagonal tunnel in the direction he's facing. Some obstacles cannot be penetrated through, but the skill can be changed in mid-use. And also the drop, that's going to be really testing the full limits there. But it limits to the try because they extended it a little bit more. So we're going to assign 2 more climbing skills, a bit of gap in between, and 1 there as well. So basically, do the same again, but on the other side. Of course, once a climber, always a climber. So, it's quite difficult sometimes to get the right angle here. So roughly about-ish. There, why not? A standard pickaxe, similar to a pick mattock, has a pointed end on one side of its head and a broad, flat axe blade opposite. A gradual curve characteristically spans the length of the head. The most common configuration features 2 spikes, one slightly longer than the other. The pointed end is used both for breaking and prying, and the axe for hoeing, skimming and chopping through roots. And in this case, helping get lemmings to safety. But yeah, unfortunately, the one that was climbing has now got to go up there, but of course you will hit his head on there, turn around and go back the other way. But yes, unfortunately, a little bit more waiting time is needed here. But no issues over there. 100% is needed, and we've got just that. We've plenty of time to do it. Still got 2 minutes and 16 seconds remain. There we go. 3 unused skills. No 2. Stop blowing up the house. Shouldn't be. Right, 100% needed, 100% rescued. On we go to level 86. Okay, level 86 is called Now Get Out of That, which features 50 lemmings, 100% is needed, and we've got 4 minutes. This will test your mining skills to the absolute limit. So you've got to try and delay the pack by using builders, stop the mine early by using builders, and of course, turn around and mine the other direction. The problem with a level like this is it's very easy to give yourself problems by creating a bottomless pit for you to sort out, but of course, you can't lose any anyway. So, the longer it takes, the more compact it's going to be so you can find space. So you've got to try and do a zigzag approach. Don't make too many mistakes. Can't make any mistakes, really. I did try experimenting from here, but no, that's too far from the fall. They can't fall that far. So, I suppose, yeah, you've got to try and do it as quickly as possible before it gets out of control. But yeah, you don't want to be increasing the rate on this level. Certainly not in the early stages anyway. Right, 6 more. But there hasn't really still been many levels on previous games and levels where it's so specific on miners. Miners doesn't get used to this magnitude. But there was one level that featured in the first game where you've got to try and blast your way through a platform above you by using just bombing skills and the occasional building skills. I suppose that's probably where they got it from, really. But that should be plenty now. There we go. Feet are landing firmly on the ground, which is good because the homeward bound now. Just basically the waiting game now. No losses here. There won't be. Shouldn't be. Didn't hear any squelching on my headphones. Plenty of time. 1 blocker, 1 builder, and 3 miners remains. Yeah. Now get out of that. Just it. It's level 86. Superb. There we go. On we go to level 87. Okay, level 87, Creature Discomforts, which has entrance doors on both sides of the screen. So we're going to start things off by setting 1 to build, from there, blocker there, and there. And that's probably the most difficult bit out of the way. So space them out a little bit more, increase it a little bit more, not so much down here, but the top left can be a little bit compacted up there. Right, so on this one, I suppose there's quite a lot of ways you could do it, but I've experimented. I think it's probably best to try and use a combination of a climbing skill and a bombing skill at the start to try and put a hole through one of those pillars. And that might save you a bashing skill, or maybe a mining skill. But yeah, not too bad. 20 lemmings, 75% needed in 3 minutes. moment of time, they're as secure as they can be at this point. Right, yeah. I'm not going to use any of the floaters, but pretty much going to use all of the 9 climbing skills. So once he lands firmly on the ground, we'll set them on their way. Set 1 to climb. Build from the top of the pillar. Right, head back quickly to there. Keep that going. Right, now it's a case of we want to use bashing skills or mining skills. I'm even experimenting with building as well. We'll go for the mining this one. Right, so bash through here. Switch. Now he's already a climber, but these ones are not. So now's the case of how many you can set in a short space of time. But there should be 1 remaining. Right, nuke here, that's fine. But yeah, that should be as good as it can be. But yeah, you're going to have a few losses, but I think it's, yeah. I've tried building up there, bashing through here, going down here, building up there. There's so many ways to do it, but of course you are going to have different sorts of losses whichever way you do it. But I think I'm fairly happy with that. But yeah, we needed 75% of the 20 on the level. We've done it already, so that's 80, 85. There we go. It's enough. Move on to level 88. Let's go, it says. This is level 88, Lemming About Town. 50 lemmings, 90% needed, 4 minutes, release rate of 1. And 1 lemming is going to do the majority of the work on his own. But we've got to try and have a little bit of preparation in place also. The crucial point to this stage is this pixel perfect build from here to there. You've got to get it right on that edge. This is also go down to the wire in terms of how many builders you have. You've got to try and use absolutely all of them at the right point. But yeah, this is the win, lose or draw here, right on that edge. Otherwise it will take 2, which I don't think is doable to use 2 builds from here. Looks good. Just. Right, so basically, yeah, now we've got to try and build over here and use 3 well-timed mining skills to try and get to the pack. And then this lemmon's going to go round the loop again and do the same thing again, but make it a safe passage to the exit door by doing 1 more successful build from there to there. So to do this, because of course he is now an official climber, not an athlete, not yet anyway. So we've got to try and dig our way through the ground, not too far down, build, turn around, and then it's a case of mining at the right point. Quite a lot of mining skills of this episode so far. Testing the mining skills. Right, but yeah, 2 minutes 24, but on this one we've got 90% needed, 50 lemmings, and we've got 4 minutes to do it. So yeah, it's quite a slow-paced stage. Good stage though. But again, like ones we've seen earlier on this episode, you've got to try and make sure you're mining at the right point. It's quite difficult at times to try and get that right angle. So we don't want to fall there. That looks good. Expansion received positive reviews for the uniqueness and the puzzles. Some reviewers, however, criticised its lack of fixtures for the visual title as well as its difficulty. Expansion was ported to many home computers and home consoles. Right, now this one, we have to delay it a little bit more. We go from about there. So, because I've actually mined down there, then he won't climb and fall into the drink. So yeah, he will go up there. I'm hoping he's not going to hit his head on this bridge and fall down. If he does, he will need an umbrella. I'll give him one just to be sure. But yeah, when they're climbing, sometimes if they hit an incline, they can fall down. Not there, it's fine. So now, we've got to try and build up there, but only when the coast is clear. But remember time, it's not. But time, there's not a lot of time remaining. 1 minute and 6. In fact, we can actually set them on their way now, can't we? Yes, we will do just that. And they're going to meet in the middle somewhere. Right, okay, so it's going to be close. But I'm liking this game and of course Lemmings as well, because of course in later games like Lemmings Studio Tries for example, there was a lot of time limit. Because there's no increased rates and decreased rate situations in that game, they had to incorporate more time into the game. Because increasing the rate will also speed up the levels. There's no fast forward function on this one or the first game. I think we're good to go. There we go, 100% needed of the 90 we needed. There we go, totally excellent. You saved every level. On we go to level 89. Right, with a title like that, I don't know what to expect. Number of lemmings 50, 100% needed. Okay, level 89, which features 50 lemmings in total, 100% is needed, and we've got 4 minutes to do it. And I have to admit, this one I figured out quite quickly, it took me about 6 minutes. Challenging though, but we've seen these sort of levels before. We've got to try and focus on one thing, while focusing on another. So while this build is building, we'll try and keep these lemmings climbing. And once we know the coast is clear, stop the silent climbing skills and head to the exit door. But also at the top, there's also quite an important mine that needs put in place. This is there. Right, keep that going, keep the rhythm going, keep this going of course, don't lose track of that. Right, so once we know, I think one more build is needed, we'll stop assigning them, we should be in the clear then. Right. One more and we'll stop doing what we're doing. Right, I think we're okay now, but also we've got to try and get over there. Bingo. So, now we've got to try and mine our way down. Because these are climbers, all the ones over this side are climbers, they'll continue climbing when they need to. But luckily we've got this bit here, which will stop them falling over here. But now we've got to try and mine down there. We'll increase the weights. And we don't want too many turning around, because there will be some times we are going to be turning around. So it will be a little bit of a waiting game at the end of it. But yes, it's called Ah! Didn't hear any R's on that one, but the lemmings can do it so much better. Of course, I don't want to hear any of those. We'll be hearing poing sounds, which telling us they're going to the exit door. And at the moment of time, they are. And there's plenty of time available to us. So yes, it's the waiting game once again. Once you climb up, they'll remain a climber. They'll just keep on climbing where they have to, where they need to. But they get there eventually. They always do. Just waiting for the 3 Stooges, 3 Musketeers, yeah, 3 Amigos. They're going home. Right, we needed all of them, and we rescued all of them. We go on to level 90. Okay, level 90 is flow control. I have no idea how you're supposed to do it. What's the best way of doing it? Just play around with those rates. You've got to try and rescue 3. 40% of the 21 on the level. Release rate of 50. 3 is what I'm aiming for. I don't know. That took me 20 minutes. Whether that's the right way of doing it, whether that's the wrong way of doing it, I have no idea. But we rescued 40% of the 40 we needed. Just made it by the skin of your teeth. Time to progress. Can we beat 3? I'm sure it's doable. I have no idea. We've got to do better than 3, haven't we? So build on the edge. That is literally right on the edge. Cannot get more on the edge of that. Still only 3. 3 is the best I can do. Yeah, he shrugged his shoulders. I don't know either. No idea. 14% again. Okay, welcome to level 91. Welcome to the party, pal. This one can be done by basically one lemming doing all the work all on its own. So we are basically Bruce Willis, aka John McClane. Dig through the floor and then close the door behind him. A lot of lemmings will be coming out that door. 80 to be precise, we've got 100% to be rescued in the 4 minutes we have. Which sounds like a lot, but a lot of distance to travel. Basically got to try and build a zigzag build to the top. And it's quite difficult on a level like this to try and pinpoint when's the best time to release the pack. But I've noticed there's also a bug to this stage. I haven't noticed many in this game, but there is one here. It happens about here somewhere, but only when I'm using the mining skill. There's a visible piece of steel there. So I'm trying to limit the times I'm using steel over there and try and use them over here. Right, but we've got to try and make sure these builds are perfectly timed. It's very easy to mistime a build, or hit his head on the ceiling and turns around. Or don't time it well as he turns around. you want to try and make sure that as he turns around, you have your cursor ready and waiting to build the other way. Build on the edge. It all helps. But yeah, nice parody of Die Hard. But yeah, it's a mystery, isn't it? Is it technically a Christmas film? Is it not a Christmas film? People say it is. I think they are correct. Like Gremlins, it does take place at Christmas. I suppose in a way, it is a Christmas film. Right, so anyway, John McClane is doing well. But yes, quite a lot of builds are needed up here. But yeah, I've experimented, but yeah, it's quite difficult to try and pinpoint the right point. But yeah, it's about here somewhere. All depends if that bug happens or not. I don't want it to happen, but in a way I do, so I can show you. I want to get past it, I want to pass this difficult stage, difficult game. Lemmings is the only one I've finished so far. But making good ground today. I'm actually working tomorrow, it's actually currently 11:15 at night, so I'll be finishing this when I get home from work. Right, we've got 9 remaining, but we've got to try and time it a bit better, Jamie. Get the angle a little bit better. But yeah, each build is limited to 12 bricks. Some versions have more and some versions have less. I haven't played all the versions, but I'm slowly getting there. Right, more time wasted. But yeah, I've had quite a few attempts at this one, but yeah, some have been victorious attempts and some have been just missing out attempts. But yeah, it could be either just down to a misplaced build or just a few seconds short. Right, 6. My goodness me, it's going to be close, but it always is. These next two have got to be perfect. They really have. But of course, they do have quite an extreme step at times, but that's going to be quite extreme to get over that one. I don't know, maybe. He might turn around. I'm assuming he probably will. But we've got to try and make sure this timing is right. Not just for the build, but also the releasing of the pack. Right, we're going to do it now, because I'm running out of time. Right, we're going to build from here to here. But yeah, we might get the bug, we might not. It only seems to be happening with the mining skill. I'll show you if it does do it. No way, I hope it does. Yeah, there. Never mind, we dig down. 35 seconds remain. These have got to be absolutely pinpoint perfect. We really have. Got to be right on the edge. But yeah, this is taking quite some time because I keep failing on time, basically. Or them falling down here, basically just misplacing a build. Or releasing them too early. But we should be good there, that's fantastic. It'll be a good stage, but a lot to see and do though. It's just build. We did it with 4 seconds remain. There we go, 100% is needed, 100% rescue. Go on to level 92. Okay, day 2. Work was quite busy today, but anyway, resume play here. Password is RUFLGI. LMFL. Should be level 92. There we go. Okay, still a lot of work to do though, but resume play 92 is all a matter of timing. Okay, level 92 is all a matter of timing. Haven't quite got the timing right yet, but I've had quite a lot of attempts prior to this one, but I'm sure I'll get it eventually. The one I'm struggling with the most is the one at the top. But yeah, some of them are pixel perfects, and the one I'm struggling with at the top is a pixel perfect, I think. That and the final one. So build from there, there. As far to the edge, or as close to the edge as you possibly can. It all helps. Right, I think we are good to go though. But on this one, I've got to try and rescue all of them. There's 80 lemons in total, we've got 3 minutes to do it. 3 minutes is the only thing that isn't really a problem. But yeah, a lot of attempts last night, a lot of attempts we've got over work today. But I'm very happy with that. Still got plenty of time. Yeah, another good stage. It's always difficult, we have more than one entrance door. I quite like these fast-paced ones, I really do like those ones. You just keep you on the edge of your seats. Going well. Going very well. But we're not there yet. But that one's done at level 92. 100% needed, 100% rescued. Okay, level 93, Highland FLING it's called, which features 80 lemmings, 93% is needed in 4 minutes. It's not too bad, of course. It has got its fair share of hazards. Hazards we have experienced before. But it's not too bad. we can have a few losses, but we have got a trap there. But as soon as I saw it, I automatically thought, well, this is alright, just go up to there and bash through there. But then I looked at what we had and thought, we can't do that, we haven't got any bashing abilities. The only bashing ability we've got is one miner. And that makes it the most difficult part of the level, because you've got to try and mine around about here somewhere. And because the wall's not flat, he's probably either going to struggle to mine through there, or he's going to stop and turn around. But if you delay the second build, it might give us a better angle, maybe. But of course he does turn around, it's no big deal. We'll build up there and hit his head on that piece of bridge, and basically go again and have another go. Yeah, I think it's probably best to just let him do that, really. So build to there. But once you're mining down here, he will keep on going. And there's a quite difficult moment where you've got to try and pick your moment to try and stop him. So you've got to try and leave the mine as late as possible. But I've increased the rate already. But he might stop, he might not. So I'm expecting him not to stop. But when you're building from here, you don't want to hit the grass or the top of these trees. Or these leaves. We'll go from there. I think we're good. I think we're good. So we're going to set them on their way. We need one more well-timed build. And we've got 5 of them to go. So, plenty. I was expecting there to be a trap in here somewhere. I thought someone's going to crush me. But no, it's alright. So, turn around. Build up there. And we're homeward bound. Not too bad at all. And we got bombers. It's always handy to have bombers to deal with the blockers. Superb. Yeah. For a 93 of Havoc, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that one. Plenty of time also. Another good stage. I think the stages are fantastic. One of the things I've always liked about Oh No Lemmings is every single level is different. Of course, in the first game, lots of levels did feature more than once, 2, maybe even 3 times, or 4 times, with a steady difficulty. That is not too bad at all. 2 blockers and 4 builders remain. And plenty of time remaining too. 1 minute and 5. Right, we move over to level 94. Oh my lord, look at this. Synchronised Lemming. Right. Okay, let's go, he says. Level 94, Synchronised Lemming. Right, we've got 4 trapdoors, 4 exit doors, 80 lemmings in total in 1 single minute. Right, we're going to focus at the top left first. We'll punch our way through this brick wall, and then close the gap by basically building over it. Right, that one's done. That one's done. Now we'll try and build up to the top right. Then we're going to increase the rate and assign some climbing skills. Followed by another building skill. So of course in this one we do have the arrows. Of course you've got to try and punch the way the arrow's pointing, but you can also dig through an arrowed platform. Not once, but twice in this case. So once a climber, always a climber. So we'll climb up, we'll do it again. Play it again, sir. There we go, fantastic. But yes, every single one will be rescued in 1 single minute. And there won't be many seconds remaining. It never is. Great stage. There we go, ended it with 1 single second. Need 100%, we rescued 100%, we rescued every limit on the level. Totally excellent. Okay, level 95, Have an Ice Day, which only features 10 lemons in total, 80% is needed, and we've got 6 minutes to do it. So technically, we can lose 2. And we will lose 2. Those 2 are basically going to be blocking skills. Now, for a terrain like this, you're always going to have problems with icicles. It's very difficult to not hit your head on the top of an icicle. Of course, if it does, it will turn around and go back the other way. So I'm going to try and close the gap as much as I possibly can. But yeah, the way I'm going to go is not going to be going this way. We're going to take a great big massive shortcut and build up here. Don't fall into the frozen lake. And yeah, we're basically going to try and bash our way through here. Now, there was one level that featured in the first game where the house was actually embedded in rock. We'll try and find the house in the rock. On this one, it's there, but not 100% there, because what's happened is they've actually put snow over the staircase. And the staircase is not visible, there's no way to get inside that house. So you've got to try and bash your way through this piece of rock, but also uncover the mystery of the missing staircase, which might need a build at the end of it. So we're going to use a blocking skill about here somewhere. But yeah, you don't want to bash too high or bash too low. But once we release the pack, we're going to have a few more bites at this apple to try and close this gap one more time. So we'll set them on their way. We've got 12. We might do it, we might not do it. But there is a hazard on the left. But it shouldn't cause any concern. It shouldn't do. In fact, I think we've successfully done it. Right, superb. So now I'm not going to go all the way over to the left-hand side. We're going to put a blocker right there. But we want to try and build about here somewhere. And of course, if there's a blocker on the bridge and they build into a blocker, he will block them, but the builder will then continue building with whatever bricks you have remaining, but going the other way. And each one has 12 bricks in a backpack. So we've got a nice flat surface to work with. But it's a good stage though. But there probably is quite a few ways to do this. Whether it's the right way of doing it, I don't know. But we're trying to get it around about here somewhere. But it's got to be perfect. So we have got a few more building skills. In fact, I'm going to use another building skill just to be sure, because I think that's a little bit too low. So it's going to be quite a secure bridge, quite a thick bridge. Right. I've got too many in an enclosed space. Right, I'm going to nuke him. His work is done. It's probably going to need one more additional build though. Oh no! We'll try. We might get lucky. We have got lucky. There we go. Fantastic. But yes, we should have a minimum of 80% rescued here. Yes! There you go. Needed 8%, we rescued 80%. Okay, level 96. Scaling the heights. It's difficult, but I don't know if it's the right way of doing it or the wrong way of doing it. I'm not sure. But the difficult bit is, of course, trying to sort of worry about lemmings and if they can find space. It's very messy in here. So I'm going to climb up there and I'm going to mine through here. But we're going to have to try and build into blockers again. So we've got to try and turn around and use... Well, we're going to have to hit his head on the ceiling to turn him around, and we're going to use the mine for a second time. But of course, he is already a climber and he will remain a climber to the end of the stage. So now we've got to try and mine down, but not too far. We're going to try and make him into a blocker. Don't want all of them up here. Not yet, anyway. So, it's a 50-50. We've got to try now. Build to the right. Close the gap. And then build to the left. Like that. And hopefully... Well... We're going to hit our heads again, I think. This one, we've got to try and rescue 90% of the 50 on the level in 2 minutes. We might get lucky. I think... Yes, done it. Not easy. It's very messy in there. It's messy around there. But we're going to have to use the nuke. But there we go. We got away with 2. I'm fairly happy with that. Not a lot of time remaining though. 15 seconds now. No, not one done. 90% needed, 96% rescued. Level 97, Where Lemmings Dare, which features 80 lemmings in total, 97% be rescued in 2 minutes, a release rate of 20. And this is traps from start to finish. We've got past chameleon number 1. Now we're trying to get past chameleon number 2. We'll take 2 builds to do it though. We've got to try and build quite early on this one. Right, so of course, we cannot go any lower than the initial starting rate of 20. We are going to go to a maximum of 99. Right, we've got wiggly weeds down here, and also there's a trap here, 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 and even meaner, right here, right by the exit door. It's difficult when you try and build it into a wall. It's not flat. In fact, it's not a wall at all. It's a twig. We'll try and build into the twig. We'll try and leave it as late as possible. But it's got to the point now I'm actually using the status bar as a guide to pinpoint where these traps are. But yeah, one's about here somewhere. It's just pretty much where that one is. And the other one's just pretty much where this 0 is, or the bombing skill. But yeah, I think there's also one here as well. So you could use these, I don't know. Could use that as a guide as well. Anyway, we're going to risk it for a biscuit and send them on their way. But of course, we haven't got any more building abilities, because you can stop a build early by using any of your bashing, mining, or digging techniques. But I think I'm good to go now. But yeah, that's difficult. That took me quite a lot of time to get past that, because all these weeds down here kept getting me time and time again. That was going to be consumed by a chameleon. But yeah, difficult, but good stage though. But we're not too far away now. That is level 97, where Lemming's dead. There we go. 9 seconds remain, 97% needed, 98% rescued. Okay, level 98. It's called Lemming in a Situation. And what a situation got itself into. Good stage though, but a lot to see and do. But I would say about 80% of it can be done by this lemming, 50% going to be done by another lemming, and then the 5% done with another. But we've got to try and get some of these building techniques really, really perfectly. But yeah, these chains can be a bit of a mystery at times. Sometimes you block by it, sometimes you fall through it, and sometimes you climb over it. But there are quite a few situations which will make sure that the build ends as a wall starts. And it can be either a pixel to the left or to the right of it being perfect. But we do need to use this platform here towards the ends. Shrug your shoulders and off he goes. But yes, of course, he is an athlete, so he'll use an umbrella if he falls too far, and he'll climb if he sees a wall. But we do need to put a slight dig into this platform here. Stop it early with a build, and then another build. Right. This bit is also quite tricky. I want this build to end here. So what I might have to do, I might have to delay it a little bit more. That one additional step gives you one more additional pixel to work with. So delay it. There, maybe. So if it ends where I want it to end, we should climb. Then we're going to dig through it. Yeah, it's good, but tricky. Very tricky. So I might have to use additional, well, a tactic quite similar to that one for this one. We've got to get it perfect once again. Still got 2 minutes 5, but yeah, 97% is needed in 4 minutes and 70 on the stage. Don't want to dig through this bridge. So more building bricks needed. But yeah, I'm going to do a similar thing. One more step forwards. Just to make sure. I don't know. Right, that's good. Right, so now we're going to put a blocker at the end of this one. So we're going to send another one over here. And of course, make sure it has an umbrella. Right, now I could release them early, but that's a bit of a gamble, I think. But yeah, he will climb up there, but he should return to Earth. Lemmings will die if they go off the stage. But the creators were quite kind there. Right, so once the coast is clear, we're going to use a dig. But that's going to be a bit touch and go. So we're going to have to build into this blocker. So I'm hoping for some luck. We need a lower luck here. I think we're going to get it. Yes, that's fantastic. Difficult stage though. Use a one only remaining skill, and that one is done. Now I do like the theme here. I've always liked this one the most. The red brick theme. Right, needed 97, we rescued 98. Okay, level 99. Looks a bit nippy out there. This is by far the most difficult Lemmings level I've ever experienced. I've literally been stuck on this for hours, and this is actually day 3 now. I still haven't got past it, but I've tried every solution under the sun The biggest problem I'm having is when there's more than one lemming in here, it's very difficult to try and climb the right way and then bash the right way. So you want to try and limit how many are in there. And also these difficult builds, and also got icicles on the left hand side. And we've got to try and find a house where the door is engulfed in snow. And we've got to try and build out here also. Right, I've wasted one build there. Right, I'm going to bash through there and find our door. Every lemming has got to survive on this one. So now we've only got one in here. We've got to try and get it perfect once again. But then you've got to try and get these out of there, which is no easy task. So it's... well... so there. So there. But yeah, these evil icicles get me so many times. It's very difficult to predict where you actually build to, because they're always going to stop you in your tracks. Now, of course, he is a climber, so I'm hoping he won't go up here. He might struggle here, though. Right, so if he's going that way, we've got another chance. We've got to close that gap. Once it's closed, then we've got to try and get up there, but looking at how many builds we've got left, it's going to be extremely unlikely. I don't think there's enough bricks. Do you know what? I think I've done it. We've got to try and rescue every single lemming. No word of a lie. This has taken hours. Literally hours. So I think finally I've done it. My goodness me. I am delighted with that, but also worn out in the process. 100% needed, 100% rescue. We go on to the final level of Oh No More Lemmings. Okay, level 100. Look before you leap. First what we're going to try and do is avoid getting consumed by lizards. We're going to sign the bobbing skill, and also going to use the climbing skill and the floating skill to create an athlete. We're going to use one of the two miners to get down there, but on the other side of the screen is a whole different story. It's similar to a level we've seen before, Pop Tier Drop. It's very similar to that. And I wasn't expecting a level like that to feature on a level like this so late in the game. But I have been using a lot of the scenery as a bit of a guide. But I haven't technically done it yet, but I've been experimenting for the last hour. So we're going to use a lot of the greenery. We don't want to be creating big drops. We want to try and keep them fairly close together. Quite what I had in mind. Right, so we pretty much wasted one there. So let's try and do it successfully with this one. Right, that's perfect. Right, now we've got to try and blast that bit there. Right, that's fantastic. Right, two more. Waste too many. We've got to try and rescue 83% with 60 on the level. 33 remain. It's going to be close. Too close, I think. Right, that side is done. But we've got to try and blast through there with one single bombing skill. I think the math is correct. So this has got to be absolutely tip-top perfect. You cannot get any more perfect. It's got to be perfectly timed. And it is! Right, if my calculations are correct, We will rescue 83%. I don't know for sure. Plenty of time though. Time is not a problem. But now it's the waiting game. But yeah, I don't know. It's touch and go. It's hit and miss. I don't know which way it's going to go at the moment of time. But I'm fairly sure we've done it. 70%, 71, 73. We need 83. 75, 6. Yes! We've done it! There we go. Congratulations. Everybody here at DMA Design salutes you as a Master Lemmings player. Not many people will complete the Havoc levels. You are definitely one of the elite. Well, there we go, we've done it. I can't quite believe it's exactly the same ending to the first game, but a win is a win. Absolutely delighted with that. So that is Oh No More Lemmings. It's taken 5 videos to do it. That's all 100 levels completed. Okay, boy, that's more enough footage. Hope you enjoyed my video. A huge thank you to all those that have watched all 5 videos of the series. I've really enjoyed it. It's been difficult though, but that's all I wanted off the list. That's Oh No More Lemmings on the Amiga. Until next time, take it easy. Ciao, bye. See ya. Okay, resume play. Oh No More Lemmings, a expansion pack for the puzzle video game Lemmings by DMA Design, which contains 100 single player levels and 6 music tracks. And this is, of course, let's go. Level 83. Yes. 3. Right, the race against cliches. I've run out of paper. I haven't got any more paper. Goodness me. Right, on we go to level 86. A minor, when selected, the lemming will pick downwards. Hang on. That's too high. That's miles too high. That's miles too high. This one on the line, I think. But 9 times out of 10, oh my goodness me, it is the top one. We have these 2 lizards. Right, so we're going to put a blocker right there. And we're going to lose our lemming in the blink of an eye. This one has 80 lemmings, 97% to be rescued in 2 minutes. With a 20% release rate. So we're going to put a blocker. Oh, poo! Right, this is. Oh dear. Okay, level 97. Where. Hold on. This is a little too. This is not going to work. Right, hang on a minute. We haven't got any build anyway. Right, we've got to try and get past lizard number 1, then lizard number 2. Put a blocker there. Right. We've got 1. No, we don't.